Hello, welcome back to Into the Breach. Doing well today. Hope you're doing fine as well. Probably going to be a 1 day gap between yesterday's episode, or the last episode I did, and today's episode. But I'm probably going to sit down and record most of this run right now. Let's get to it, shall we? What do I feel like playing? Random, custom, Steel Judoka. Steel Judoka's pretty good. Blitzkrieg is probably my favorite squad, even though I think they suck. I do like them a lot. What else do we have? We have Mist Eaters. Mist Eaters, I think, are just busted. I think this squad's very good. I think Cataclysm sucks. Arachnophiles are a hit or miss. Heat Sinkers. My least favorite team, that's right, I remember. My least favorite team is Hazardous Mechs. Let's try for a Hazardous Mechs 2 island, and then we'll have all 4s left to do, which will be cool. It'd be nice to not have to, or actually, I could end with the Hazardous Mechs 2, do a back-to-back Hazardous Mechs-a-thon. That could be fun too. Alright, let's play... What calls to me here? I think I'm gonna finish this page first and then we'll move on. So let's do Blitzkrieg. I'm down for Blitzkrieg. I have low expectations. I think this team is pretty bad, but I like them a lot. So, I'm also gonna change time travelers. I'm not too committed to Rosie. You know, Kai's right there. And so... This team lives and dies on setting up big lightning mech chains that blow up entire squads of enemies in one go, and having this do +1 damage is so important. But the other thought is I could play... I do like Lily a lot too. 2 damage melee attack. Kazak is very good. Ariadne is okay. Next starts with a shield. I think the only bad pick here is Ralph, and I don't want to play Adam. Here's what I'll do. Silica is also strong because Mech can act twice, which means I could spend 2 power to fire off 2 lightning chains. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna randomize. Henry, he's pretty good. I will do that. That's fine with me. This is Mech can move through enemy units. If I didn't explain this fully, each of the time travelers that you get to pick, the special pilots, have a specific effect. So like Chen gets to move 1 tile for free after she attacks. Abe is armored. The robots all require power to do their thing. Generally speaking, and I'm not going to sit down and do any sort of like tier list or anything, but generally speaking, I think the best pilot by far is Kai. +1 damage is so good. I think that I like Abe. Mafan is very strong. +1 reactor core, but you're down to 1 HP on his mech. He's good. Kazak is very strong. Ariadne's okay. I think Ghana is very strong. And I think that's basically it. I think those 4 are the like standouts to me. Everyone else is fine, and then Ralph sucks, and Adam is just annoying to me. Oh, Isaac also does nothing because of how I play the game, because he's +1 reset. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's begin. And I feel... We'll see how I feel. I'll go over what these things do, what the mechs we're playing do. What we want to look for here is a lot of low health enemies. So mosquitoes are 2. This is enemies explode on death, which is really troubling. Very hard to play into. This is 3/2/3, but it's +1 HP. But you can chain pretty well, and +1 HP is not that bad because you'll just chain into killing the health scion. Flyers are 2, but these are other 2 or 3s. I think it's also really risky, even though this is 2 health with mosquitoes and scarabs. It's very risky to go up against scorpions and mosquitoes in your first area, because they could just web and smoke you and just stop you from playing. This is 3. I also hate playing Moth's first fight, so it's looking like it's going to be Detritus. Although I do like going to one of these, typically. Let's go Detritus. We'll see how it goes here. Destroy the acid vats. This is a pretty free mission. I'm probably going here, and then up along the top. Doing these 5 most likely, so we'll start here. Yeah, so the lightning mech has a chain effect, the hook mech pulls itself, and the boulder mech is an artillery. You'll see in a sec. Okay, fine. Yes, also it's good to be here because there's a lot of acid to play into. So, first of all, Henry can move through enemies. It's so good. So the hook mech starts with 1 armor, and it pulls an enemy to it, is the play. And then the boulder mech shoots a boulder and will push horizontally the enemies. And it also puts this rock in. So the big idea of this team is you use your other mechs to set up these massive chains, like so. And that's it. And now this bouncer is going to fall in. So what happened there? Here, actually, I'm going to reset so that I can explain what just happened fully, if you don't mind. Because I just kind of let it go. Because if you don't feel familiar with this game or you haven't played in a while, it's easy to miss what just happened. So I will go through it again and I'll explain everything that happens step by step, because a lot goes on here. So first of all, this guy stepped into acid, so he takes 4 damage instead of 2. The Scion dies, which drops this enemy's health to 2 when it takes its damage and dies. These both chain as for 2 damage as well. And the chain is finished by my hook mech. I could also throw a rock, but I'm happy with this way. So now let's watch it again, and you can see this guy falls into the ocean. These animate to become pools of acid. That's what they do on death, and then this guy dies because he runs out of health. And now the rock mech does deal 2 damage. So I can actually just wipe the board here. I don't think I'm going to wipe the board here, though. What I'd rather do is block a spawn, because there's going to be 5 spawns declared next turn. And you repair. It's unlikely that I'll be able to easily kill this remaining scarab. And that's fine. I'm actually not super interested in killing it. I really want to block enemy spawns here. Although having more enemies spawn is more kills, and the terrain is very bad for the enemies. Because they can't go through the acid, which means they're kind of stuck. These guys are going to spawn in, and they're not going to have a whole lot of ways to go. But we just want to stagger their entry, that's all. Yeah, there's nothing for you to do here. Very much I appreciate the "are you sure you want to end your turn" prompt. Big fan. Yeah, and over time, this is going to become harder because the enemies are just going to have too much HP. That is the general way it goes here, but the only character I really care about getting kill credit is Henry, because these other 2 are most likely going to be removed before anything else happens. I'm probably going to be rid of them all. We let this one enemy spawn in. Yeah, most likely I'm going to not kill off, but remove most of these pilots and replace them with special pilots. Because this is a 4 island, we're going to see a lot of pilots. 2 expert Nautiluses, Nautiloids, whatever you like to call them. Doesn't look like I have too many ways to get a kill for Henry here. Not that it matters. I can hook mech this into the water. The hook mech will basically not level up, is the expected outcome. I guess you could go for this play to give Henry the kill credit instead. It matters a little bit. I could kill both, but my hook mech is never leveling up, so it's better to get the kill for Henry. Actually, will it pull the rock to it? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it would pull it itself to the rock, which would be funny. But no. Yeah, super easy first mission. The acid vats were very free because we have the lightning mech. It's very strong at killing things that it's not supposed to. Take less than 3 grid damage and defend the emergency batteries. Should be fine. Conveyor belts, a little curious. So at the end of, or at the start of every turn, these will all move 1. It's mostly just hard to parse what you're looking at, and these emergency batteries are in a rough spot. I might have been better off not coming here. We'll see. Wait, why? Oh, did it not have the movement to get here? Huh. Well, so far the enemies are just hitting me, and not the buildings, which is sweet. Like, this scarab here misses its attack. That's what you gotta understand, because it's gonna get conveyor belted. So does this one. They actually just all missed. Which is good. But this map forces me to be a little more spread out here. Which can make things tough. What we'll do is we will shoot a rock here. And then Henry takes this kill, which will also kill that scarab. Splits a little XP, no big deal. And if I just move out of the way, this scarab hits the Nautilus. For whatever that's worth. And I suppose it's good enough. It's gonna get pushed back one. Deal 3 damage, not bad. Yeah, this is definitely where I was supposed to start my mission, or like start my... this was the correct first island, is what I'm trying to get around to saying. I'm sure of it, now that I'm looking at how it's looking here. Because lots of enemies that have very little impact on me is what's strong here. If you go like this, the conveyor belt actually kills, which is kind of silly. Back order, okay. I need to kill this bouncer or move it, probably just kill it. Oh, also worth noting that this scarab is hitting the building because of the conveyor belt. So it looks like we go shoot here, although, yeah, probably just shoot here. Move this guy off the belt. Lightning there. You're gonna back up and block the spawn for me. And then, I don't know, maybe over to here. Oh, you wanna do something goofy here? We can grip this guy in so he gets conveyor belted to his death? Sure. That is pretty goofy. Henry's gonna level up before the end of this mission though, which is good. The lightning mech always gets all the kills in this team. It's how it goes. And I don't really mind. I mean, I think it's cool. Just go, we can block a few spawns here, I think. This team is extremely good for blocking spawns. Masochist, I think, is... I had it in the last run too, and I've already forgotten. We're gonna play safe. I'm not gonna greed enemy spawns for more experience. I'm happy to just go block spawns and guarantee my first island is perfect. I will get all the upgrades eventually. I'm sure of it. Here's your idea. You go pop this guy, yoink him onto the belt, and kill him. What is Masochist? +2 move when not full health. That's good, actually. That's very strong. Just force him to get hit early and give my man 5. He's so mobile because he's able to move through enemies too. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Defend the train. Well, I'm going to nano silos. Hey, you know what the lightning mech is really bad at? Not killing the train. This mission is unplayable. Like, no joke, you can't do this. Because it chains through the train and kills it. It's just not playable. You have to go here. It's a shame, because I would much rather go... oh my god, this mission's also really ugly. Look at that placement. But this is the better of the two options. It just has to be. The good news is they're going to have a little bit of trouble. What happens? Oh, you can't place on the platform. Okay. So, assuming 2 attacks are placed against the power generator, how am I to stop them? I don't know. We'll see. These teleporters are goofy. If you move onto the teleporter, you just get moved. Oh wow, this scarab really fucked them up here. Huh. Okay. Well, everything was supposed to be really bad, but the Scarab made a terrible error here. Unforced, too. Very unforced error. My man did not have to do this. It's still tough, and you immediately get to witness the main weakness of this team, which is that I don't have a way to move this guy. I do, but I don't have a way to move him. I don't have a way to push him. I can only pull him. Which we don't love to see. I'm thinking I might just kill this alpha bouncer while I can. Yeah, like right here, the lightning mech shows its biggest weakness, which is it has a very hard time one-for-one-ing enemies. It's extremely difficult in a map where it's all 2s and 3s like this to go one-for-one. Would you ever consider something like a rock here? Pull this guy, you go into the pit. That might be the idea, honestly. Let the shield take this one out. Because otherwise I'm taking one here, right? I have to. Getting this hook mecha push ASAP is important. But probably most important is +1 damage on the whip so that it does 3. So that we can try to start some killing. I might have to sack this shield. I don't know. I think I do have to sack the shield. I'm pretty sure this is going to be our play. And then, oh, you go here. And you pull the bouncer to his death? Yeah, okay. I should have double checked that. I didn't think about the fact that he would still be targeting me. I didn't see that, to be honest, but it's fine. It worked out. And that guy goes in the water. Now this alpha bouncer basically has one move. And I knew it was going to happen this way. Yeah, it's like I'm paying for my greed here, really. I don't think there's anything I can do. I should have taken the 1 to not take 2 here. That's the takeaway. Take 1 to avoid taking 2, because I have very little I can do here. I have to play... Yeah, I just have to take it. It's my fault. You take 1 so you don't take 2. That's the lesson. Because now it has to go like a 2 damage shot here. Oh, I can go... Oh. I didn't see it. Now I see it. Cool. I'm saved. And the shield saves me. And you're in the pit. Sorry, it's actually water. It's not a pit. Yeah, they're locked out of playing over here now. Which is good with me. I'm in for that shot. My lightning mech, I guess I could probably just aim to lightning mech. I could aim to level it up at the end of this map. So what I'm going to do to facilitate that is I'm going to block everything in here with it. I'm going to bring my hook mech over to help. And we're going to try to chain another like 2 or 3, because this bouncer is just going to die in the chain attack, no doubt. Hey, what are you guys doing over here? Well, my hubris appears to have gotten the better of me. What a shame. Here I thought they would just attack me. I appear to have been mistaken. And that does seem kind of unfortunate. I don't think I have a way to fix this either, sadly. Ah, I'm such a fool. What a disaster. I really, you know, I greed, and what do I get? I get killed for it. But there's nothing the lightning mech can do here to stop this attack. I just can't stop this gastropod, right? There's no way. Or rather, I can, but then I can't stop this guy. Because I put this rock here, too. The funny thing is, it's because I put the rock here. Because if I don't put the rock here, I can just pull this bouncer. But 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I deserve this, for sure. No doubt, I deserve this. Could it ever be... Well, no, because the bouncer goes second. And this puts you... You can go here and hook shot. Push this. And then I'm one off of killing the bouncer, sadly. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Hookshot you to here. And then the Nautilus goes first and kills the bouncer. I found it. Alright. I didn't get what I expected out of this, but I didn't get killed for it, which is good. But I expected it to be a little bit easier to just clean up an extra kill. I guess I did get 3 extra experience on Henry, which is probably okay. Knock mites off the mechs, destroy the acid storm controller. Block Vex spawning 3 times is a very free event. I'm so good at blocking spawns. And destroy the acid storm controller. It's 2 HP, I believe, and in the corner. So I just have to find a free time. The thing about this is that this puts acid on all the enemies while the acid storm generator's up. So all enemies take double damage here, which means I also take double damage, by the way, and my armor gets shredded. But what this means is that I can set up the god chain here, is what it means. I wish I had building chain for this, but let's just give it a go. If they line up incorrectly, I'm going to kill every enemy on the screen here. This time pod is a real shame. Because if this time pod isn't here, I just drop a rock on it in this spot, and I kill all of them. It's incredible how this game manages to continuously show me the worst time pods. Very sad. Well, what can I do? Is there a way to link these up, do you think? I don't believe so. How disappointing. You know what? I'm gonna do this so that I can make it for the thumbnail. I'm not gonna play this, I'm gonna reset my turn, but this is gonna be sweet for the thumbnail. Hold on. So it goes here, pod destroyed, right? And then you take this shot right here. Oh, baby. All right. I'll be right back. You sit tight. I gotta take a screenshot. Okay, screenshot acquired. Now, I would be wrong to not let you see it at least before I reset turn. It just wouldn't be right. Ah. Tragic. Anyway, now we can play this how we're supposed to play it, which is Henry steps up, takes this shot. We kill the Scion first, though. So that Henry gets full kill credit, and then we just pull the Bouncer one. And we lament over what could have been. A true shame. But, you know. We got a lot of boys to stop from spawning here. And I need to kill this thing eventually, but first we go... Oh, you're gonna be hitting the power plant if I shoot you over to here. So never mind. Pick up time pod. Shoot this, most likely. I can kill the Acid Storm Controller later. It's very good to leave it alive, actually, and just block a spawn. That's my stance, because I could kill this bouncer, or I could kill the Acid Storm Controller, but we want to kill it as late as possible to keep the acid bonus on my side. Because the acid bonus really changes the landscape of these turns. As you can see. This is just Henry farming. Like, he is so fed here. This goes over, and then let me rock first, because you have to block on this turn because there are no declared spawns on the next turn. So you have to go get the block now. Because it doesn't, the spawns go away, is why. And it's only like that. I mean, it's always like that, I should say, but the block Vex spawning mission can catch you if you're not careful. So we take our last turn, we go destroy the Acid Storm Controller, we say thank you for your hard work today, buddy, and we end our turn. Very happy. Killed everyone in-game. There is only 3 XP left for Henry to be maxed out, which is solid. And we get... Mechs no longer take damage when blocking emerging Vec. Interesting passive. I think it's not good for me. No joke, I think it's bad, because I want to take damage on Henry so that he gets Masochist. And I'm giving Henry the core to get Building Chain. So now the lightning will chain through buildings, which can let me get some good kills. Eventually it gets replaced with +1 damage, but... Wow, this Firefly leader's in a terrible spot. This dude has actually no viable attack. I think he has to skip his turn. He might just declare his attack on his own friend. Also possible. I can avoid giving him a... Oh, actually, I think he will prefer to attack me here, which is solid, very strong. If I just let him go attack on a line where I don't care. Henry probably doesn't want to take it. How much does it do? 4? Oh, that just kills. What am I going to do with the hook mech then? I think it should maybe go over here so that I can go around the side. We'll do something like this. Yep, has to be. Okay. This is the killer. Everything is fine, and there's a lot of great plays to make here, but this is the killer. Oh yeah, Building Chain kills me sometimes, too. What are you gonna do? I think there's not a lot to do here. I just have to take 2. So the problem is, what I would do here normally is I would just go rock right here, and then this chain kills. We would have to step back one, but it would be like rock here, chain, and then this guy would kill here and back into the mountain tile. But sadly, because of the Alpha Scarab's positioning, it doesn't work. Oh yeah, and the rock would block the Firefly's attack, of course. So sadly, because this guy can't be impacted by the hook mech, it's over. I was really hoping for Alpha Scarab to shoot on this line, but alas. So instead, what I have to do here is... I mean, I have to shoot this rock. Yeah, I don't have a way to do anything else. I might not have the damage output to kill the Firefly leader. That's my main concern here. Yeah, and we're just gonna eat the 2 damage. Nothing I can do about it. Ah, the hook mech is so worthless in this fight. all you can really do with it is block enemy pathing. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna pray that this Alpha Scarab decides to attack it. Such is life. It would be really good to get 2 damage on the Firefly leader. Okay. What can you do? Maybe I get an 8% and I only take 1. Tragic. Yeesh. Yeah, I mean, this is really fucked up what this Scarab is doing here. Not much else to be said about it. This is fucking nuts. And it looks like I'm gonna be taking an extremely large amount of damage to survive. Huh. This building is also dead, so I'm going down 4 grid defense on this turn with no real counterplay. And building chain actually just fucks me here, funnily enough, because it forces a chain into my lightning mech. I don't think I can care, but if I lose my lightning mech, how do I actually continue on this mission, right? How do I finish this fight if I drop my lightning mech here and have it die? I don't know. My hook mech is just trapped in hell. It can do absolutely nothing of use. It's my fault for positioning it over here. It should have been over in the middle so they could pull the Firefly around. Like if these two were swapped in positions, I would be so much better off, right? Well, I guess not really, because I can't move this thing. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, if I position my hook mech in the center instead of on the edge, my thought was that I would just pull stuff off to this edge, but that was very clearly wrong. And if I push this Alpha Scarab away, it's just gonna end up back here again, you know? I'm pretty sure anyway. Henry, what can you do? You can't chain through mountains, also worth mentioning. Somewhere along the line. There is no, like, it doesn't chain through the mountain. But I could do something like maybe... I just have to move you over. Holding the line over here was a mistake. Doesn't chain through mountains, right? If it chained through mountains, this play wouldn't be bad. The idea here could be... it's real grim, I think. Going 4 islands and losing your first perfect island is very, very rough. But I should also not beat around the bush here. I could just lose completely from this spot. It is worth mentioning. Because how do I stop this? I really can't, right? Because what am I going to do next turn when it just declares the exact same attack? Nothing. There's nothing I can do. I can, so here's your thought, right? You can pull this guy forward and then boulder over here. I'm accepting that the boulder mech is dead, and I'm doing this shot. And I guess just praying something crazy happens here. It wouldn't be bad. Like, what else can I do? The lightning mech has no way to assist over here. There's nothing it can do for me. Okay, so here's my play then. I'm gonna go take this shot. I'm gonna do my 2, kill my boulder mech. Henry got +1 mech reactor. That'll be really good if he actually lives for it. Oh, but then the hook mech dies for this too, though. Because my play ends with this, and then the hook mech gets killed. The upside is I'm dropping the Alpha Scarab to 1, which means I can probably, or the Firefly Leader to 1. This doesn't look like it's going to be playable though, because I'm going to be 3 HP with 1 mech alive. And that 1 mech is the Lightning mech trying to fight off Alpha Scarabs. Oh yeah, this is just, it just becomes a dice roll. Let's see if there's anything else I can find here. I have my doubts that there's anything else to be done. You can take this shot. It's like, what we're trying to figure out now is we're trying to figure out how we make the best out of a basically lost situation. So your movement is 1, 2, 3. If only I didn't have this building chain, man. Without this building chain, we could really do something about this, I think. Have I looked at going here and doing 2? Yeah, there's no thing here. Pull you. There's no pulls here either. I'm super limited. It's a positioning issue. I should not have positioned like this. God, if it was any other building, I think that the actual winning line here is to just hope I roll the 8%er and let the corporate tower go down. I don't think there's really anything else I can do. I think every other line is going to be death, so I think it just has to be sacking the corporate tower is our only play. Which is a real shame. So we can get this guy down to 2 HP. Or I could put a rock. Well, let's see. You go over here. Take this shot. Henry goes here, takes this shot. Yeah, alright. Oh, and I know he's getting +1 mech reactor. This is all you can really do. It's fucked. But maybe I roll the 8%er. There's not a lot I can do though. I fucked up by putting my hook mech over here. Ah, tragic. Not a lot else to be done. It was a very unfortunate map though. There's nothing really else to be said. This map fucking sucks for me. And I did not position very well. This scarab up against these mountains, though, is devious. Kill here. Oh, no. Right. I have to protect my grid. So we want to go take this shot. I guess my hook mech has been going 1-for-1 every turn. To be fair to the hook mech, it's just been sitting here stonewalling this Nautilus out. But I needed it to do a little more than that. It can if it grapples onto something it can't hit or like pull, it'll pull itself to it. By the way, Okay, well they took a little bit of mercy on me at the end of the mission, but yeah, losing my perfect island like this was very unfortunate. It should have been a perfect, but alas, it was not to be. Ugh, what a fucked up map. It's a really, really bad map for my team. Mountains fuck me over super hard. This little mountain wall here with a bomber behind it is unbelievable. Tragic. It's okay. I lost so much off of that though. Tanks. The tank does a push and this tank does a pull. Getting tanks out is really good, but I think I just have to go double reactor core. Early on in a 5 island or a 4 island run, I don't think I can afford to spend 3 on grid power. We just have to hope that the roll is good. And if it isn't, such is life. I'm gonna drop these stabilizers and I can buy 2. The plus mech reactor core for Henry is solid because it means I get 3 and I can keep building chain, which is okay. Because the thing about these other 2 is that they're fucking worthless. This guy gets +1 damage on his rock, this guy gets shield ally on his hook. The only thing to take here is plus move. And I think I will actually take plus move on this. And that's the play. Alright, well, it was really good right up until the map generation was terrible. But that'll do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.